This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, December 19th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. The Annapolis Police Department is investigating an armed robbery that occurred very early Wednesday morning. A man was walking in the unit block of Silverwood Circle, which is in the Fairwinds complex just off of Georgetown Road, when he was approached from behind by an adult male who demanded property from the victim while pointing a handgun at him. The suspect took the victim's wallet and then ordered the victim to walk away, which he did. When the police department responded, they were unable to locate any suspect. An update to a story we brought you on Monday about a food delivery driver that was robbed in Hacka's Robinwood community. If you'll remember, there was a trio of juveniles who assaulted and robbed the man. 2 females were arrested, charged, and released by the Annapolis Police Department, and they were searching for a third juvenile male. Well, the Annapolis Police Department is on the ball. They identified and located that third male suspect. He's only been identified as a 17-year-old from Annapolis, and like the other 2 suspects, he was charged on a juvenile citation with robbery, assault, and theft, and was released to his guardian. Another update on the missing heron. The heron has been recovered. Natural Resources Police were contacted Tuesday evening by actually one of our followers on our Facebook page as to the location of the heron, and he has now been returned to Lights on the Bay. The display was reinstalled yesterday, and that other heron was glowing brightly last night. There is no word if there are any arrests or any charges being filed there. We don't get into national news too much, but this one merits it. President Donald Trump was impeached last night by the U.S. House of Representatives. He is only the 3rd president ever to be impeached. The votes for impeachment were 230 to 197 to 1, and that was for his abuse of power in the office. And on the second charge, 229 to 198 to 1, which is for the obstruction of Congress. Now on to the Senate, where the Senate will be acting as the jury in this case. They will need a 2/3 majority to remove him from office. That will require 18 Republican senators to vote for removal. The Senate hearing is likely to get underway in January, shortly after the New Year holiday. Sean Urbanski from Severna Park has now been convicted of first-degree murder in the killing of Army 2nd Lieutenant Richard Collins III back in College Park back in 2017. You'll remember Urbanski, who is white, stabbed Richard Collins at a bus stop at College Park, and investigators found that Urbanski had some links to white supremacist groups as well as some racist posts and memes to his social media. The PG County prosecutors are going to be seeking a life sentence without parole. A sentencing hearing is scheduled for April 16th, and also, he was charged with a hate crime, but that was dropped on Tuesday after the judge ruled that the state failed to provide sufficient evidence for that charge. On to some better news. Frontier Airlines is expanding its routes out of BWI. Yesterday, they announced that they are going to be launching nonstop flights to Miami and San Juan, Puerto Rico on April 23rd, and then flights to San Salvador, El Salvador on June 18th. This area is home to the country's 2nd largest population of Salvadorans, with 300,000 Salvadoran residents, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. So that only makes sense for Frontier to pick up that route if they can. According to their website, one-way flights to Miami start at $36, one-way to San Juan at $64, and one-way to San Salvador at $74. But you got to make sure that you add that return trip in and all of the taxes, so you can probably figure about upwards of $300 for a round-trip ticket to pretty much any one of those 3 cities. But nice to have additional service out of BWI. DARCARS Toyota made Prince George County Public School students very happy yesterday. They announced that they are paying off the school lunch debt for every student in the Prince George's County Public School systems. Chief Operating Officer Jamie Darvish presented a $25,000 check to a nonprofit called Excellence in Education Foundation for PGCPS. And in presenting it, she said, "The community supports us immensely, and we are glad to be able to do something to give back and support the community. Well done, DARCARS." Nationally, more than 75% of the school districts have unpaid student meal debt. All right, that is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net today, because we do update it throughout the day. And if you're someplace where you can give us a rating or a review or a recommendation, please do that. It would be a great holiday gift to us. And make sure you let your friends and family and colleagues know all about the Daily News Brief as well. It is Thursday. You want to hang tight? We've got Trevor with your Annapolis Makerspace Minutes. And as we always do, we have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. And he is coming up in just 1 minute.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, December 19th. Yesterday was a chilly day for the Annapolis region, despite the sunshine, as breezy winds brought a wind chill in the 30s much of the afternoon. And while winds will be much lighter today, temps will be 5 to maybe 10 degrees colder, with highs only in the low to mid-30s, so be sure to bundle up. And the same goes for tomorrow, especially for kids heading off to school, as Friday AM lows will be in the upper teens to maybe mid to upper 20s, before sunny but cold PM highs in the upper 30s to lower or mid-40s. Then comes the weekend, and it's mixed skies with a decent amount of sunshine each day, and highs in the 40 to 45 degree range Saturday, with slightly warmer temps Sunday in the 45 to 50 or 52 degree range for the start of Hanukkah, with the expectation for Christmas Day next Wednesday still one of sunshine and temps in the 50s and possibly nearing 60. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, friends. This is Brian Griffiths from redmaryland.com, inviting you to the 2020 redmaryland.com Leadership Conference, Saturday, January the 11th, 2020 at the Doubletree Hotel in Annapolis. Confirmed speakers include Congressman Andy Harris, Commerce Secretary Kelly Schultz, Transportation Secretary Pete Ron, Senator J.B. Jennings, Senator Steve Hershey, Senator Justin Reedy, Delegate Nick Kipke, Delegate Kathy Shalega, Delegate Lauren Erican, WBAL Radio's Andrew Langer and Jerry Rogers, Maryland Federation of Republican Women President Diana Waterman, Maryland Young Republicans Chairman Maria Sophia, Lauren Bogley from the Maryland Right to Life, and so much more. Tickets are available at redmarylandconference.com. Sponsorship opportunities and vendor tables are also available. That's redmarylandconference.com. Don't miss out on your opportunity to attend the redmaryland.com Leadership Conference Saturday, January the 11th in Annapolis. Once more, buy your tickets now at redmarylandconference.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Makers Minute, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Tonight is the final Midnight Madness of the year, and as such, it only runs till 11 p.m. Be sure to get downtown, check out the lights, refreshments, music, and of course all the fantastic local businesses that can always use your support. On Sunday at Union Jack's, Yay Maker is hosting a Paint Your Pet party. Upload a picture of your pet while you're buying your ticket, and they'll prepare a canvas for you to paint on. Everything is provided, including instruction by your host. Just show up, paint, and have fun. Next Thursday, be sure to check out the Miracle on Annapolis Street in West Annapolis. The Budweiser Clydesdales will be in town for the Military Bowl, and there'll also be food trucks, vendors, games, and more. At the Chesapeake Children's Museum this week, tomorrow is a good-for-you cookie baking class. The right ingredients make cookies count as healthy food. Learn how to make cookies out of bananas, oatmeal, pecans, and more for a healthy cookie-like snack. On Saturday, join Chesapeake Children's Museum for their Kwanzaa celebration. Participate in activities related to the 7 principles of the African-American holiday. Make a drum, gifts, take part in acting out traditional African folktales, and more. Also be sure to check out Chesapeake Children's Museum's weekly Creek Critters on Thursdays, Art and Storytime on Fridays, Fridays, and their baby and toddler playgroups on Mondays. At Whole Foods in Annapolis this week, they're doing a gingerbread decorating class. There's one session tomorrow and 2 sessions on Saturday. Build and decorate a gingerbread house in this time-honored tradition. The Whole Foods bakery provides the walls and all the trimmings for you to decorate with. And at Maggiano's at Annapolis Mall, on Saturday, they're also decorating cookies, this time with Santa. Bring your little sous chef to Maggiano's to decorate gingerbread cookies. Kids will receive their own Chef Santa hat and apron that they get to keep. You'll get a demonstration of the decorating process before returning to your own prep station to decorate your own cookies. Class will begin with a small breakfast buffet, and Santa will be there to take pictures and selfies with. This week at Art Farm in Annapolis, today through Sunday is your last chance to check out their Eastport pop-up holiday market. If you go downtown for Midnight Madness, pop over to Eastport and check it out, but they're also open the other days as well. On Saturday at Art Farm, they're doing live music. Possessed by Paul James will be playing, with Scribe opening. Also be sure to check out Art Farm's Kids Winter Break art workshops running all next week, including printmaking, Matisse Mixed Media, Dreamcatchers, as well as New Year's Eve masks. And this week at Annapolis Makerspace, tomorrow we're doing another laser training and refresher class, but then next week we're taking a week off. There might be members around, but our regular Wednesday woodworking night and Thursday electronics night are on hold until the following week. And Tuesday we normally have a general meeting and open house, but we're going to reschedule that one. If you have any questions about Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Meetup to keep up on everything that's going on with us. And you can catch me most Thursday nights at Annapolis Makerspace on Renard Court for electronics night. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Have you ever been to the Annapolis Mall when it opens for the day? Maybe you've noticed the line of folks waiting to get into the Apple Store. As you may know, I'm a Mac user, and today's episode of the Daily News Brief, in fact, all of the episodes of the Daily News Brief have been produced right here on my Mac computer. What you might not know about is Macmedics. They were founded here in Annapolis in 1989, and they are an Apple-authorized premium service provider, the only one in the Baltimore, Annapolis, D.C. area. And what that means to you is that they repair all Apple devices, including the iPhone screens and batteries, all without an appointment. And most repairs are done the same day, usually within 2 hours. They also sell everything except the iPhone and the watch for the same price as Apple. I don't know why you would go anywhere else. Give them a call at 410-757-MACS, or if you're not into the whole letter thing, 410-757-6227. Stop by their retail store in Severna Park on Benfield Road, or their service center in Lanham, right off of Route 50. Or you can always check them out online at macmedics.com. I'll tell you, they've saved me quite a few times, and I know they can save you.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.